What's up, guys? My name is Erin McLendon. I am the creator and owner of Music on the Move Studios, and I am so excited to bring you this brand new series to help promote our October 10th showcase based on those weird videos I make on TikTok called What's My Mug. Go watch them so you get some context on what's in my cup. So basically, we're going to interview every artist that is going to be featured in the Music on the Move showcase at 3rd and Lindsley on October 10th. I'm going to keep plugging that so you go buy tickets. And we're going to ask them rapid fire questions while we're drinking their favorite beverage, whether it be alcoholic or non. And since I'm the host, I'm going to do different beverages every time. And I know you guys expect me to do tequila or gin or water or coffee or tea. So I wanted to throw you a curveball because this is actually one of my favorite things to drink when it is cold and gloomy and gross outside. And it was that earlier. However, it is summer in the South and it has no idea what season it wants to be because we're in the month of August and that's just the way it is. So, I am drinking Apothic Inferno red wine, which is whiskey barrel aged for 60 days, so it has this nice depth to it, and it just feels very comforting. So, not ideal to be drinking when it's hot and humid outside, but it's wonderful when it's a cozy kind of day. Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoy. I'll buy tickets. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great. How about you?
I'm good.
Fantastic.
It's weird to be in this side and not that side.
Yeah, no, it's just weird to be in film in general.
So for context, guys, this is Katie Radecke, the wonderful head of
Hello.
content creation and also my assistant for Music on the Move Studio. She's fantastic. She creates all of that fantastic branded stuff that you see all over our social media. And she's going to interview me, so I'm going to stop talking.
All right. Erin.
Hi.
Hi. Our face, our co-founder, our leader. Hello.
You recently started calling me the face, so I'm still very not used to it.
You're the face. What's your favorite part of putting on the showcase?
My favorite part of putting on the showcase is honestly like the community aspect of it all, because there's this element. So there's obviously, like, you know, there's all this planning that goes into it. There's all the logistics, and it's like you hope and pray that like people will show up knowing what to expect because you put it all out there.
Yeah.
But you don't actually know until the day of how people are going to react.
Right.
And when people walk in, there's just this vibe that's in the room where it's not just about like, oh, I'm going to go see a show of my favorite artist. It's, oh, there's all of these artists I'm going to go see. There's also this amazing house band that backs them up. There's also all of these pop-up shops that believe in everything that we're doing, and everybody's just vibing on the same frequency and enjoying the music, and they're just there. And we have all these people who come who are repeat people, and it's just wonderful to watch this community grow, and that's honestly my favorite part.
I mean, I will attest to that. Last showcase in March was my first one, and you could just tell there were the same people. It was a community. If you could have dinner with any artist, who would it be, and what would you order?
Okay, so that's a tough one for me because there's two that come to mind, and I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. Because I grew up listening to the Beatles and Jimmy Buffett. And so it would either be Paul McCartney or Jimmy Buffett. And the reason being is because when I first started writing songs, those were two of my biggest inspirations. You'd think it would be like Shania Twain, Reba McEntire, Faith Hill, like, and honestly, if any of them accepted my dinner invitation, I'd go. Don't get me wrong, Kelly Clarkson, I'm waiting for your call. I like, my first two picks would either be Paul McCartney or Jimmy Buffett. And depending on who answered.
I didn't see you as a parrot head. That's very...
Oh, I'm a big parrot head. I drink tequila. So I don't know. It's just, I was very inspired by the island lifestyle. I love the ocean. I love the beach. It's just one of my favorite places to be is by the water. I grew up in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So we take day trips to Wilmington often, or Wrightsville Beach or somewhere nearby, because it was only 2 hours away. So I love the ocean. And the Beatles, they're just, you know, there's so many people's formative years of learning music. And what would I order? Okay, so I think I'd do a surf and turf.
Okay.
Because my favorite food is shrimp.
Even with Paul McCartney?
A steak? Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Even with Paul McCartney. I don't, okay, but if it's Paul McCartney, I go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant and order the beef Wellington. Like, that's obvious, right?
Right, yes.
Jimmy
Very
Buffett
British.
is like, I could do gumbo, but also, like, how fun would it be to go to a fancy restaurant with Jimmy Buffett in his island shirt and flip-flops?
I want to picture that when it happens.
Right?
Yeah.
And obviously margaritas.
That's a given. What's a favorite song of yours to cover?
A favorite song to cover? One of my favorites to cover is Up to the Mountain by Patty Griffin.
Oh,
It was my senior spotlight, my senior year of high school.
cute.
And my teacher actually was the one who was like, you need to sing this song. So I was like, all right. And I listened to it and I was like, this is actually a very fun song to sing, but also it's meant a lot to me throughout my career. So that is one of my favorites to cover. In terms of what of mine to
Yes.
sing, Sunday Crowd.
Okay.
So fun. Even like that song translates if it's acoustic or a full band, and I'm so proud of that song and music video, which you should go watch. But it's just so much fun.
I mean, I personally am partial to Tell Me, but
I do love
support
that
it.
song.
if you weren't a singer-songwriter, what would you be doing?
This might surprise people, and maybe not after the ocean comment, but marine biology.
Interesting. My uncle went to school for marine biology.
The reason I stopped pursuing that is because I am mostly deaf in one ear. The eardrum is stuck to the bone, so it doesn't vibrate correctly, and therefore I can't dive. I can't go more than like 6 feet under in water.
Was that at birth, or was that? Oh my goodness!
I've had like 3 surgeries when I was a kid. It's just never gone away. My ear's always ringing.
And your voice is so like strong and clear and beautiful. That's.
And people are like, doesn't that bother you? I'm like, I literally don't know any different. So no. It bothers me when I'm like, after like a loud show, it just gets more intense or something.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like, other than that, like I can hear it right now and it's not bothering me.
Fascinating.
Yeah. But that's, like, dolphins are my favorite animal.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go into marine biology to study bottlenose dolphins specifically. And just like, you know, swim with them and become their friend.
Yes.
Just be the real life Ariel. She didn't have dolphin friends. She had a flounder.
No, she had some dolphin friends in the beginning.
No, they were just carrying Triton's carousel. Not carousel. What is it? Carriage.
Carriage.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
It's fine.
Close enough. And finally, what's your favorite place that you traveled so far with HellCats?
With the HellCats, I gotta say it is, we've done this twice now, and it's to Savannah, Georgia, and it was the Savannah Women's Half Marathon,
Ooh.
which combines so many things that I love, which is women's empowerment, it's getting to play with my band,
Absolutely.
and also I'm a runner.
Ah.
So,
Yes.
I relate to these women. Half marathon is hard. Don't get me wrong, it's hard, but once you start doing it, and like the community around running half marathons with people, like the amateur half marathons even,
Yeah.
I do a lot of Disney events because I'm secretly a Disney princess, it's fine.
Secretly.
Secretly, not so secretly. I call me Disney. Please.
It's your next princess.
Please. Or, you know, mouse. But the camaraderie around that too. I'm all about like camaraderie, you know, just because growing up I got bullied a lot. There, like, you know, we grew up and there was all these cliques and all this, just this social hierarchy that I don't believe in. I think it's so stupid. But I believe in camaraderie and building a table when you aren't welcome at the other one. So the Savannah Women's Half Marathon is just such a cool event, and that's actually where I met one of my biggest fans.
Really?
Yes. Her name is Izzy. She's 11 years old.
Oh my God! Did your heart just melt?
Yes. Because so my parents came down to run merch, and also because Savannah is very close to where a lot of my relatives are.
Right.
And so my parents came down, my little brother and his now wife, I think they were married then too, the first time we did it. They came down and they ran my merch table. And so we're doing the show and Izzy's there and she's like dancing along. And then she goes and buys my album in the middle of the show. I didn't know. I'm up there performing. I'm doing my thing. And then she comes up to me, and this was the first time it had ever happened. She goes, "Can you play Fire and Wine?" And I went, "My song? You want me to play my song?"
Oh my God!
Because like it was a 2-hour show, so I'm trying to play
Yeah.
songs that I've written, that I've released, and I'm also trying to like fill 2 hours and play songs that people want to dance to because they just finished a half marathon. You know,
Right, there's energy
you got to keep
there.
the energy up. They specifically said like we want no slow songs. So I was like, cool, can do, kangaroo. But like, but they, she just came up and it caught me so off guard. I was just like, okay, I'll do that for you. But also, that song is not appropriate for you. fast forward to this last year. We did it this last year too. They
Yeah.
asked us back, which was great. And Izzy grew like 6 inches, and she learned all the words to Fire and Wine, all of them. And
I
she
would be
came up on
bawling.
stage and sang it with me.
Stop! Oh my god.
Which again, I was like, you have to ask your mother's permission for that one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to Fire and Wine. But it's a little sexy song. It's fun to sing. That one is very fun to perform.
Did you perform that at the last showcase?
Yeah. I perform it at every showcase just because my friends have started to make fun of me because Lauren, the Hellcat, the drummer, goes, oh, that's where Erin starts crawling on the floor.
Oh, I do remember that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And this is the part where Erin gets on the floor. I'm like, you know what? It's fun and people enjoy it.
We all gotta have a flash dance moment. Yeah. Let's get you one of those buckets.
I don't think I could physically push myself up to that position long enough for the bucket to drop.
Yet.
Yet, that is if I would want to.
You do.
I don't want a bucket dropped on me. I don't think I want that. I don't enjoy being wet when I'm not volunteering for it. I am very much like a cat in that regard.
That's why you and Wally get along so well.
Why Wally and I get along so well. Head
Yes,
of HR.
Head of HR.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Buy your tickets October 10th, 3rd in
Seriously.
Lindsley. MusicOnTheMoveStudios.com, 3rdandlindsley.com. See you there. Bye.
Bye.